Shit. Jungle Casino. What it do? What it do? Shit, your boy. What's up, bro? What's up, Posy? Good show.
What up, Tarzi?
Aquí, mira, thank you for coming along. Yeah, but make sure you when you
Move
talk,
it close
just
to my mouth.
put it right on your fucking lips.
Alright, wow.
What a pleasure, bro. Finally live with the Posy himself, man. Dude, I just want to thank you for coming, bro. You're a big icon here in the hip hop community, bro. And I'm excited to have this conversation with you here. And I've known you for a little bit, and I know like you're a little like quiet about your stuff, and but I want you to shine today, bro. I want you to Lightning McQueen that ka-chow. I want you to go off on your stories and just like give it all to me, yeah.
All right, well.
Are you down with that?
That's what you want, bro. I got you.
And we're gonna play some blackjack while we do this, you know.
Cool. I've never played it before, besides on GTA though. But
oh, you never played it? Really?
But I think I get the gist of it. I've been playing it on GTA a lot.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, it's just the first one to 21, you know. So I'm gonna give you that, bro, and I'm gonna. So you're gonna cut it. So this is how you do it in the actual casino right here.
Yeah, they give you Pokemon cards and everything.
Everything, bro. All the Pokemon cards. Anyone that you want, right there. Hey, Posy, what's your real name, bro?
Edwin.
Edwin. I was like, I know it's Edwin, but I've always called you Posy. So,
Have you always called me Posy?
I have.
I wasn't Posy when we first met, bro.
Nah?
I don't think so.
What was the name?
It was the whole thing, Positive Satan.
Positive Satan. Yeah, Positive Satan. Posy
So
is
I
just
don't know
like
if it was Posy then. I don't know.
Positive Satan.
You're calling me something.
Yeah. How did you get the name Positive Satan?
You know Lil B the bass god?
Yeah.
It's just like a play on his name because he was like based means positive and all that, like positive stuff. So I was like, I'll be Positive Satan.
So that's where it comes from, the infamous Positive Satan.
Lil B the bass god, bro.
He have you ever met him?
Yeah, one time when he came to Tucson. What was it, like 2018 maybe, for Oko Fest?
Oh, okay.
Because of the homie Matt. Shout out Matt.
Matt.
Shout out to Matt. Always doing cool shit. But yeah, I met him back then. It was a pretty dope show.
Nice, bro. I never seen a Lil B, or actually like I've heard his music, but it's kind of like
you didn't fuck with it.
It's an acquired taste, you know. But yeah, man, we're gonna go into blackjack. We're gonna start off. I'm gonna teach you a little bit, so you know during our conversation you're not lost and shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't count my, you know what I'm saying, all right? All right, so the gist is you got to get the first one to get to 21 or closest to 21, all right?
Unless you flip me over with a good-ass blackjack. Right?
Yeah, so I'm going to give you chips. Each one of these is worth 5 units. So I'm going to give you 100 units. Each one of these, 5 units. Yeah? So I'm going to give you 100 units in red. And the green ones are 25 units a pop. So each one of these is 25. The table, it's at least 10 units. So you got to put at least 10 units in the square. And that's how you bet.
All right.
Capiche? Capiche. So there you go. 200 units to my man Posy right here. So you're going to bet at least, you can bet 10 units. It has to be 10 units, or you can bet more if you want. Oh, he's going green. He's going 25. He's going to get it. So I think you'll learn better as we go, and I'll explain a little bit more.
I think I know it for the most part.
Oh, you do? All right.
Yeah.
He's got a 5 of clubs, jack of diamonds. I show a jack of clubs. First hand, I get a black jack. Damn.
Fucking rigged as fuck, bro.
I rigged the card before you got here. And again, bro, as we conversate, you're gonna be able to bet, and you're gonna be either winning chips, losing chips. But at the end, if you get to a certain amount, you can get one of my items here that I have in the back, and take with you. So yeah, that's the cool part. But if you don't have enough chips, you're gonna rob me, bro. Oh,
I'm about to take the dark magician girl.
Ooh. I was like, I don't even have that card, but I got a big ass piñata and shit. Hell yeah, bro. So
Bro, you should put it right here or something.
I will. I just playing around with the little
Well,
setup.
we need the Tarzi angle so you can see the back of you.
Yeah, they can see a little bit right here, but I'm gonna build another one, so I'm gonna have like a bigger wall here, and we're starting here, so you know, yeah, man. I just want to start, bro. You've been in the music here in Tucson for a while. I want to talk to you about the old posse. What's how you in this music, bro? How'd you start? When did you start?
I want to say it was like, it's about to be like 10 or 11 years, maybe.
Yeah.
When was it, bro? I think the first show I did was in 2014.
2014.
So it's been 10 years already.
Did you put that show on yourself, or did you have like people that you partnered with, or?
That's the thing, bros. I've never liked partnering with people just because, like, I don't know if it's like egos get involved or just like money gets involved. It always gets sour. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I rather, like, if I'm gonna be pissed at anyone about losing money, it's gonna be my fucking self.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it was on my own, and it was just for Bones, who's like huge as fuck now, and Xavier Wulf and all.
Bones? Who is that?
Bones. He's a SoundCloud rapper. Some would say he's like the pioneer of SoundCloud rap, bro. Bones. You never heard of Bones?
I wish I had, because I mean, you got some good ass taste in music, bro.
This guy, bro. What you been listening to?
Lil Uzi.
But that was like all
like
around
back,
the same time.
I would listen to like Dizzy Wright and stuff, but I've never like.
You
Bones.
Just played a show with him, didn't you, motherfucker?
Yeah, I did. I opened up for one of his shows, but Bones, like I was never into like the big SoundCloud, or like I've never even heard of Xavier Wulf. These are artists that I'm probably gonna go out now and look up to see what they've done. Like, but you can explain to me, like, what do these fools look like, or like how did you contact them?
Well, dude, I was just like a fan and following all these people on Twitter, because back then it was like the blog era very much, you know what I mean? So I was finding out a lot of music like through blogs, Tumblr, Mascarilla, fucking going on Audio Mac, even just going on like live mixtapes or DatPiff and seeing all the new stuff that dropped. Like, that's how I found ASAP Rocky, because I saw his mixtape randomly and I was like, what is this?
DatPiff, damn.
Yeah. See, all that's lost now, bro. It makes me sad because a lot of that music's not on anything neither.
Nah.
So like, you gotta be on YouTube or just forget about it. Like, I feel like I forgot so many projects and songs probably because
you probably have like songs downloaded from your old laptop from these foods that it's never been in the light of day now, huh?
Before I used to like download albums and put each album out at artwork on the album and fucking listen to the whole thing. Now you just skim through music and forget about it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like listening to them, bro, and like following them on Twitter. And then I was already going to like concerts a lot because I was really into like backpack hip hop, like, you know, like Aesop Rock, Atmosphere, stuff like that, like dirty white boy shit. And then just being into that type of underground got me into this type of underground. And I was just following everyone on Twitter. One day, Bones' brother Elliot was like tweeting that they needed a venue in Arizona, and I just thought to myself, you know what? Fuck it, I could figure this shit out. And I emailed them, and it was so hard to get a venue to like want to fuck with me, bro. Like,
really,
the genre was so new, and like I didn't know anyone, so nobody knew me. I wasn't up to shit. I was just working at Food City, and like Matt, shout out to Matt. I remember Matt was one of the first people to ever fucking like respectfully decline me. He was like, "Oh, we're not really interested in working in the genre." But Matt at least replied. The Rock, all the Rialto, all these other places didn't, and he was the only one I knew because of Congress, and I barely knew him at that point.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I ended up hitting Cord, that you guys know.
Yeah, shout out Cord.
And they were running a little DIY spot called Gary's Place that had a lot of legendary shit go on.
Gary's Place.
You should have Cord on here too.
I will. He's one of my. He's a dear friend of mine. So, Cord, if you're listening, you're on the lookout, bro.
So Cord was like down to work with anyone because they were DIY. You know what I mean? Hardcore shows, shows, and all this shit. I don't really think he knew what was gonna happen. But yeah, Cord like hooked it up. They announced the tour, and then the show happened, and Bones and like, dude, Gary's place was probably. I feel like it was two of these rooms maybe.
To like how big? Like 800 square feet or
this room and another one maybe.
how were like was it like Gringy?
It was hot as fuck. I don't think the AC was working. And then like there was so many people packed in there that they were just bumping into shit, so the sound would cut out. We lost the mic. I think half the show was done without a mic.
What was the smell like? Did it smell funky or not?
I don't remember the smell. I'm pretty sure it just smelled like weed because everyone was just hotboxing.
Hey, you just stepped in there, bro. You just reeked. You're just stoned for sure. Damn, that's hilarious, bro. And the lighting in there, was it like a dim lighting? Where is Gary's place, bro?
I don't even know if the building still exists. It was on Ventura Street, over there by Curves. You know Curves?
Yeah, I know Curves. You know Curves? Drop it in the chat if you know Curves, dog.
It's over there. It was over there by Curves. I don't know, dude. I haven't driven by there like in years, and I know they got like kicked out of there because the landlord sold the property or something like that. So I'm assuming they were gonna either tear it down or like make some sort of warehouse for something, because that's all there is around in that area. Little warehouses and like
such a legendary place, bro. Gary's place. And that's where you brought the Bones, right?
Bones,
Sesh
Xavier
Bones.
Wulf, Sesh Hollow Water Boys, the whole Sesh Hollow Water Boys,
the whole crew,
a legendary crew that started the whole SoundCloud wave.
What's one of the like their well-known songs that I could like look up that could maybe like drive me into listening to them? Like, what kind of music is it?
It's what do you even call it? I don't know.
SoundCloud?
It's SoundCloud rap. Yeah, it's SoundCloud rap. It's like what do they call it? The mainstream media loves to label it as
mumble music. Mumble rap.
I think like emo rap.
Emo rap. Sad boy music or something?
Yeah, sad boy music. Something like that. I don't know. It's just
sure.
It's a very specific genre, bro, that a lot of dope dudes were coming out around at that time. And yeah, that show went off. Everyone was sick because it was so hot.
Did you make money off this show, or was it just for love?
Barely, like $400, but I was like,
how old were you?
I was 19, bro. So I thought $400. I thought I was fucking balling.
You're balling, bro. You just threw a badass show, bro, with this hype ass motherfuckers, dog, and you made $400. I'm going out. I'm getting fucked up. With them, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even think I did that, because those fools just straight up like left to their next tour stop. Which was
really?
Like, I think.
They were hot then at the time.
It was their first tour. It was like.
Where are they at now?
Bones just finished a nationwide tour with Suicide Boys.
What?
Playing big ass arenas, and Xavier Wulf has been going on tour. I think he played at the Rialto last year and sold that bitch out.
Xavier Wulf, as I recall, I know a little bit more about that. I heard was it at Gary's place, or was it when you brought it? How many times did you bring him out? Because I heard like a legendary Phoenix. Was it Xavier Wulf that you brought out to Phoenix at a trap house, I believe?
I think you're talking about Chris Travis.
I don't know. I heard something about you bringing an artist. I don't know who it was, but it was in Phoenix.
Who told you this?
Just a little bird in the wind. You know what I mean?
I think I threw like 2 shows in Phoenix, and one was with Chris Travis, and the other one was with Lil Tracy, who's like Lil Peep's homie, and Lil Peep showed up.
Oh, shit.
I think the one you're talking about is Chris Travis, who was actually at that first show too.
And I heard it was like cracking and shit.
Dude.
Tell me a little bit about that. Was it at a crib or what?
Nah, it was at this I don't even know how do you pronounce the venue's name. It was like DSEA. There's a video of it on my YouTube. It says Chris Travis live in Phoenix. But I don't even know how I found it, bro, because it was just like a smoke shop / music venue.
Something weird like that? Something weird going on?
But you like walked in and it didn't even seem like a smoke shop, because these fools had like a display case and there was like 10 products.
The rest was a venue?
Yeah, the rest was a venue and like a pool table over here. And but that dude was hella cool. I think his name was Frequency, and he was a rapper too.
Frequency?
Yeah, Frequency.
And the internet. I hope the internet does their research and looks them up.
I don't know what happened to bro, because his venue don't exist no more. But he was down to have fucking 1,000 kids in there smoking pot, and it'd be popping.
Damn. And that show, was it like you threw it out there? Like you brought the.
Yeah.
What artist was it again?
Chris Travis. It was originally because there's this other guy called Eddie Baker who was also on that first show. That kind of getting some traction, and like he was way too big to be playing at the place I had him at, bro.
Yeah.
But Eddie Baker was like, "Oh, what if I bring Chris Travis?"
This is the show right here. Damn, that's vibing, bro. This is that little fight
Straight up, kids were fighting each other, like getting beat. I was just like, stop fighting. No security.
That's kind of hard, bro. That's legendary, bro. You're a legend, bro. That's sick, dog. I didn't know about that. I didn't know. Yeah. My wife. I know she heard. I heard that they got her on stage or some shit.
Now I'm realizing where you heard from.
I know a lot of stories about you. A lot of good stories, though. You know what I mean?
Some bad ones too, I'm sure.
I don't think I've ever heard a bad one.
That's fine.
Wait,
can I vape in here? Fuck you.
I don't condone it. I don't condone it. I'm not.
Guy I know.
I don't condone it. I'm not. You know, I don't know if I can yet. I'm barely starting on his YouTube shit, so I don't know if you could vape or not. But I don't give a fuck,
your
bro.
Your facial expression was crazy right there, bro. You were very animated.
Oh, I like to be, bro. I like to be.
Felt like I was in a Looney Tune cartoon.
That's it, folks. Yeah, just kidding, bro. No, bro, that's crazy to me because, you know, I'm a hip hop head. You know, I make music and stuff. And, you know, I don't really, I feel like I'm an artist that doesn't really go out and look for artists. But you're, like, teaching me to, you know, to expand. You know, there's all these artists that are, like, sick as fuck and that you brought out. And as of I can see, like, I feel like these artists that you brought out fucking are doing well for themselves. You know what I mean? All those artists that you have named, like, I've never heard of them, but I feel like they're doing something, you know what I mean? They just got off tour. If you're an artist and you're on tour, that's fucking amazing. Do you have any contact with any of these artists still, or
nah,
are they
man,
too big?
I feel like once they reached a certain level, like I feel like they just like change their numbers and stuff. I think
they need to.
Yeah, it makes sense because like if not, people are just gonna be hitting you up on some bullshit. Like even like me and Walters, we get hit up on bullshit all the time, I think. And we ain't even popping like that.
Yeah, I feel it, you know.
So just imagine being rich as fuck out of nowhere and you got all these broke Xanax addicted homies hitting you up for shit. I would change my number 2 probably.
And talking about like all the Xanax and shit, how was it like dealing with these artists or like booking them? Did you talk to them directly? Did you what was it like? It
was kind of different every time. So that first time I dealt with Bones' brother, who was his DJ and manager, and like he was running everything back then. And from what I can see, he's still like kind of his manager and DJ on tour. But I'm pretty sure he has a way bigger agent running his stuff now.
Correct.
But that was my first show, and then for the second show.
But how was it like? Like were you contact with him or
I was direct contact with him for that show, and then like I met all the artists when they pulled up, but I didn't really talk to them. You know?
Were they like smoking or were they on drugs?
That show was interesting, bro, because they just pulled up straight up and did their show, and I think they like left from Tucson that very same night.
They're like, fuck this. You got a next show.
Yeah, they had like a whole tour. They had to be in Texas by the next day, I think, somewhere like 12 hours away. So I'm pretty sure they just dipped. But, damn. I mean, I feel like they were aware of who I was because I got like the follow back from most of them.
Yeah.
So they were already like aware that if they needed to throw a show here to hit me up or get something like that, because Eddie Baker ended up hitting me up again. But that was, I think the gap between those two shows might have been like 2 years from that one he showed you right now and the first one. And between that, after that first show, I want to say maybe like, what was it, like 6 months after that or something like that, I booked that same artist, Chris Travis, but to come to Tucson by himself.
Yeah.
And I already knew like a little more of how to like
navigate,
put something together, you know what I mean? Because that first time I was just fucking like pulling everything out of my ass, bro. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like if I did something like that now, it would be so much better.
Yeah, correct.
That first time it was like kind of fucked up. There was way too many kids in that room.
Yeah,
it was way too fucking
underage.
Underage for sure. No checking IDs. But like I was at that.
It was a different
point,
time.
You know? No, I mean I was barely 19, bro. I wasn't like gonna not let these little fools into this concert if they want to come in. You know what I mean?
You're on the same boat.
Yeah, I still feel like that.
You still feel like the little.
At some point, like a little idiot.
Yeah.
Not an idiot, but just like young and.
Yeah, and with all these shows, bro, I see I was doing a little research. A big name came up there. It was a Phenomenon. Who. Shout out to you, Phenomenon. I don't. If I know you, that's awesome. But if I don't, dude, you got some good shit, bro. Can you talk a little bit about?
Ryan's a legend. I think Ryan came up in like the 2000s, throwing a lot of pop punk shows. Like this dude threw like probably like My Chemical Romance's first couple of AZ shows, Fall Out Boy's first shows, All Time Low.
And he's your homie.
Yeah, he's my homie. Like I wouldn't really consider him like a close friend, but this dude's always looked out for me. I think the first times I ever talked to him was back in like around that same time I was doing all those shows, because I got sick of him always booking Tech 9, bro. This fool would always book Tech 9, and I'd be like, I was young at the time, and this fool wasn't bringing any of the rappers I wanted to listen to, so I would like bug him on Twitter. I'd be like, bro, why do you keep booking Tech 9? Talking shit.
Yeah.
And one day this fool hit me with the most fucking baller reply ever. He was like, Tech 9 paid for the pool edition at my house. And I was like,
that is a baller answer, bro. God damn.
I just shut the fuck up. And then I DM'd him and I was like, okay, but like you should book this. And I kid you not, bro. I don't know if he'll ever credit me for it, but a month after I sent him that, he announced the Travis Scott Young Thug show at the Rialto, and I was like,
damn. Were they like little at the time?
Well, they were playing at the Rialto, so they were.
I could play at the Rialto.
They were not huge, but they were like big enough for it to for sure sell out. I think.
Oh, I feel you.
But I think it didn't sell out even with both those dudes. I don't think it sold out.
Travis Scott and
Young Thug at the Rialto did not.
No way.
Out, I don't think. Or if it did, it sold out like day of.
That's crazy, bro. I've never even heard of that. You're going way back, bro.
I don't know.
So,
I should have came with dates because I don't remember when that was. It must have been like 2017 though.
This was about to bring out his Palm Pilot and shit. This was at 7 o'clock.
Bro, I was just watching a documentary on the Palm Pilot and how that's like kind of one of the first smartphones ever.
The Palm Pilot, dude, that shit's pimping, bro. Super pimping. And I wish I had a Palm, because phones, bro, I get so, dude.
Palm Pilots are expensive now too. If you try buying one.
Really?
Dude, I'm literally telling you, the other night I was watching like a half-hour documentary on the Palm Pilot and the team and how that team split up to create another company to create the first smartphone.
Damn, that sounds like a fucking whole...
Travis Scott Young Thug, March 2nd, 2015.
Oh, shit.
2015, bro?
It's even before...
Oh.
Chain snatch?
Yeah.
Oh, his chain was snatched?
Travis Scott got his chain snatched and fought a Bilby Street Crip, I'm pretty sure.
God damn.
Found the big lord.
The what?
The big, remember Vic found the chain and he was reselling it. There's a bunch of people reselling it.
Yeah, bro. So, bro. So the homie Vic, he had found it, or I don't know what the fuck happened, and he was trying to resell it, and he had all kinds of goons on him, trying to like get the chain back and shit, bro. It was crazy. I'm not too familiar with that story because at that time in 2015, I was living out in San Diego. But I was still on Twitter and listening to all that shit, and I remember the homie Vic. He had gotten the chain. He was trying to get the chain back to Travis Scott. Now that I think about it, all that shit's coming back to my head. That's crazy. I don't know anything else about that, but
People started finding the medallion at jewelry shops because it's like a generic medallion that they mass printed, and everybody was saying they had Travis Scott's chain.
okay.
So Travis Scott was wearing some middle of the mall shit.
2015.
And my boy was grinding though, you know what I mean? But he did it. You know, look where he is at. Look at all these artists right now, you know what I mean? Honestly, they might not say it, but I'm gonna say it. They should credit you, bro.
Who?
These artists that you brought out, bro. Shit.
If they're gonna credit me, they have to credit like 100 other motherfuckers that did the same shit in all the other cities they played at, though.
Yeah, but you my boy, so I'm gonna stand up for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, man, Phenomenon. So you know you got a relationship with them.
Yeah,
you feel
Ryan's always like looked out for me. He'll listen to me if I have like ideas for him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he'll always like throw me my biggest like performances ever.
For real.
What was the first show he gave me? I think he gave me like, you know who Wretch is? Retchy P?
Oh, man, I wish I did, but
He's a disrespectful ass rapper. But that fool was playing at the Rock like probably like 10 years ago at this point.
Okay.
And that was the first show Ryan ever gave me.
Sick, bro.
And then ever since then, whenever like a rapper came in the realm of music that I was in, Ryan would lob me that show. So he like let me open for Lil Yachty, Playboy Cardi, Trippie Redd, Ramirez like 3 times.
God damn,
Lucky
bro.
3 times. And I feel like I'm probably forgetting some, bro.
Hey, check this motherfucker's resume. Stop fucking with him, bro. Damn, you crazy, bro. Your resume's crazy. Bro, that's a big inspiration to me, bro. I didn't know very much about you until now, and I'm glad that I'm getting to know that, you know what I mean? That's fucking great, bro.
Yeah, bro. I always just think people know like stuff about me, but I don't know, it's tiring to try to catch people up on your lore.
Like what are you doing? What are you on?
Yeah, like what have I done? Like, and also I don't like dwelling on it. Like not dwelling, but like I don't like just thinking about the shit I've done.
Yeah.
I think about what I'm trying to do, you know?
Alright. So I'm just gonna ask you a little bit about just little questions. As we play blackjack, we don't have to stop talking, as you know what's up, you know.
I forgot we were playing blackjack.
What was like your favorite show that you've ever thrown? You can tell that as we conversate.
I mean, I think the most legendary show I've ever thrown was probably Lil Peep.
Lil Peep.
Lil
Peep, damn.
At Gary's place, once again.
Lil Peep at Gary's place. We're gonna get to that right as we're gonna go into blackjack. We're gonna go into a little speed round. Just because the people, they want to watch blackjack, they want to see what's up. You got a 15 right now.
15, right?
Yeah, you got a king of spades and a 5 of diamonds while I'm showing a 5 of spades. Can't touch your money, fool. Or your units. I'm sorry, you can't touch your units. 15, brother. 15. We're going to do a little speed run.
I guess hit me.
Hit it. He going crazy. 20. Hit a 20. My boy going crazy. 16. Buzz. Damn, you ain't hard, all right? We're going to go a little fast. So we're going to bet 10. Yeah, 10 units. Here we go. 15 again, my boy. I have an ace. You want insurance?
What's insurance?
So if you think that I have the 10 underneath, you could put half of that to ensure that.
No. We're gonna double down, bro.
No, chill.
Double down, bro.
Chill, bro. Chill. It's just insurance. You want insurance? We're gonna put insurance for him just because he wants to learn. And I do have it. Blackjack. So I'm going to take this. So this is how insurance works. Pays 2 to 1. So it's like you never lost. It's yours.
Okay.
You feel me?
You can do that in real life at the casino?
Mm-hmm. It's called insurance. Yeah, bro. So now you got 11. Now you could double down, bro.
Nah, I'm going to double down.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to double down.
On an 11?
That's too low.
Say you're not going to double down on an 11. He says too low.
It's too low.
21. 12, 22. I told you, bro. Charge you tip of the night. If you have an 11, the dealer's showing anything, just double, bro. Just double. You know what I'm saying?
What's the highest you wouldn't double down? When does that rule take
I'll just double. Anytime you have an 11, I'll double. You know? Why not? Make a little extra cash. Let's go. Ace, 7 or 17. You got an ace of hearts, 6 of hearts. I'm showing an 8 of hearts.
So I got 7.
So you got 7 or 17.
Hit me.
Hit it. Now you got 16. What we gonna do? 16. What would you do, chat? Drop it in the chat.
I guess hit me, bro.
Hit it. And he busts. Hey, that's the first time he lose, though. That's the first time he lose. Yeah, at 18 anyways. All right, let's get it. Let's get one more. We'll dive deep into the Lil Peep, Gary's Place. Ready? 25. He's going big on this one. 9, 13. With the 9 of diamonds, 4 and a 4 of diamonds on you, that's a 13. I'm showing a 5 of diamonds. Want me to tell you what the book says? The book says to stay.
To stay at
13.
All right, well, we'll listen to the book.
We'll listen to the book.
What
would you do, Gaffer?
I would stay.
Stay at 13?
6, 16, bust.
Damn.
And that, my friend, ends a speed run of blackjack. And that's the reason you stay on a 13 when a dealer's showing a 5, because the dealer might bust.
When I play on GTA, I lose all my money.
Really? All your money.
That's what me and my homie do, because if you buy a penthouse in the casino on GTA, you respawn in the casino every time. So then you go downstairs, you spin the wheel, you might win a car, you might win some clothes, you get 50K, you go to the blackjack tables, and you try to make 100K. And then we play the game.
God damn. My boy got a whole system down and shit. That's tight, bro. That's real tight.
It's all about the penthouse at the casino, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go download fucking GTA right now. Watchers, go download that shit. We need to play tonight. I've been itching to go to the casino. I don't really go to the casino, bro.
Dude, I never go.
Nah? Shh, dude, it's a scam, bro. It's a scam.
I'm gonna go to the casino right now.
But yeah, bro.
I think I've been to the casino with Walters, which is crazy to think about.
Dude, he's an infamous gambler, dog. He bought in a couple cars from the casino, bro. For sure. He's probably, if you want to go with any person, you go with this one. So that's hey yo, and I want to give a shout out to Walters, man. He been for Good Day Good Night. He been editing all my shit. He been on a motherfucking station out here. So shout out to Walters, man. Good Day Good Night, always sponsoring me. So big love to them. But yeah, man, coming back to the show, coming back to our music. I want to know about Lil Peep, bro. The king of the SoundCloud era, huh? Or king of SoundCloud, you know what I mean? What was it like, brother? I want to know everything about, when you first heard about him. When you first heard about him?
So, for that, we got to go back maybe right after that concert that we showed on YouTube.
Yeah.
The Chris Travis one. Maybe like 6 months after that, same thing. I was on Twitter, and I see Scrim from the Suicide Boys tweet that they're coming to Arizona. No one wants to book them in Arizona, and that they're looking for help. So I link up with I was friends with this promoter from out in DC named Bombay Knox. His name is Jesse. Shout out to Jesse. He told me that I should definitely try to hop on that, because back then I was just following all the same promoters that were throwing the same shows. So literally I was following Jesse from DC, and then I was following these dudes called Real Dope ENT out in Miami, and those dudes ended up becoming the Rolling Loud guys.
No way.
Yeah. So I remember when all that first was happening. But anyways, Jesse tells me to hit him up. He puts me in an email thread with them because he had already booked them out in DC maybe 2 months before that, so they already knew him.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, this is my homie Edwin. He throws shows out in Arizona. You guys need a place in Arizona." And then they were like, "Yeah, a lot of people have been telling us to avoid Tucson though." And I thought I don't know why they said that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know, maybe just because they think they'll make less money. Because back then it was all door sales. We weren't paying these artists. It was just door sales. You know, we were just splitting the doors at the end of the night, and it would always end up them making like maybe like 2K out here, 3K, 5K, versus in Phoenix they probably could have made like 10 bands. So I think that's why he was telling them to avoid Tucson. But I was like, I mean, you guys can avoid Tucson or not have an Arizona show at all.
Yeah.
And they went with, well, let's just do Tucson then. Because back then there was also these other promoters in Phoenix called Banner Records, and they were doing like all the underground stuff in Phoenix for a while.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what happened to them. Usually the people throwing shows in Phoenix like this, bro, were just like rich white boys. And a lot of them ended up just like not doing it no more. Like even this weekend, there's a big festival going on, and there's a big controversy going on because Young Lean's supposed to play it.
Yeah.
But out of nowhere, like I think just last night, Young Lean's team posted, "We are not playing in Phoenix.
What?
We are not going to be at the festival." Yeah, and it was always stuff like that with those promoters like that. So I think that's probably why they didn't end up working with them. But I was like, fuck it. Once again, I was like, fuck it. I could finally find a venue for these guys. And they were trying to go on tour with Black Smurf, Jay Green, and Ramirez. And I was like, cool. I hit up Pike Romero. Pike Romero, another legend. He started
the SoundCloud
Tucson Hip Hop Festival. No. Pike, Smash Lanes. He's a local promoter and a really good DJ. I wouldn't even call him a local promoter.
I apologize, Adam.
Nah, bro. Not cool, dog.
That's not fucking cool. Damn. They're going to gang up on me or shit.
But nah, Pike, shout out to Pike. Pike was running this little venue called the Scratch Shack back then, and it was literally, it's on Speedway. The building's still there. I can't remember what type of church it used to be, but it used to be a church. And then his homie, Colin and him took it over and opened up a little venue there.
Yeah, I know they threw a show recently, right?
No, it doesn't exist no more.
What was the show at the church that they just?
Oh, that's La Rosa. That's.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that one. Okay, my bad.
Smaller and not as pretty as.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't know what type of church it was, but it was a very small church, and
right.
That's where they were throwing a lot of like local shows. Like I think like Marley B would play there, and Cash Lansky, and all, like the first Tucson Hip Hop Festival was there. And Pike already knew me because I was throwing like underground hip hop shows, and he was all about that. Even though he didn't really like the music, he was like down to support. So I was like, "Yo, Pike, let me throw this show at your venue," and he was down. And that show, show was crazy, bro.
Who did you bring on that show?
It was Suicide Boys' first Arizona concert ever.
Suicide Boys?
Ramirez's first Arizona concert ever. Jay Green had been here a couple times, I think, and Black Smurfs. I think that was his first Arizona concert ever, too.
Damn. Was it a crazy-ass show or what?
That one was way doper than any of the other ones, bro, because those dudes came in 3 days before their show, and they just pulled up in literally a minivan, and it was like 8 motherfuckers in a minivan, and you could tell they didn't have any money, bro, because they just like straight up looked like they didn't have money, and they were kind of dirty. And they emailed me 3 days before they were supposed to be here because they were just driving around and not trying to like spend money on a hotel. And they were like, "Yo, do you have a place we can crash at and stuff?" And I didn't because I was still living at my parents' crib. And then my homies all lived in this crib, and I was like, I can't ask my homies to have all these fucking heroin addicts in their fucking house.
And it's a group of fools.
Yeah, it's a group of fools. But I had seen this dude named Feds.
Did you say heroin addicts? Who?
Like half of the artists I've worked with, bro, they're all ex-addicts. And especially back then when they were coming up, they were still like...
Just
ripped. In addiction, yeah. Now they're all much better and rich, not in addiction.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, but my homie Feds, I had seen, he wasn't really my homie. He was just a kid following me because I was throwing shows, right? And I saw that he had left a comment on one of their pages saying, "Yo, if you're in Tucson, you guys can stay at my house." So I hit this fool up, and I'm like, "Yo, the Suicide Boys are trying to like find a place to sleep. Can they crash at your crib?" And I'm over here thinking that I'm over here thinking that it's like his crib, like because he was offering it. So I was like, oh, this fool has a crib and he's down to let them stay. And he was like, yeah, for sure, and all this. And I was like, cool. And I think it was Thanksgiving night, bro. So I pack up Thanksgiving dinner for them. My mom made Thanksgiving dinner, and I was like, yo, Mom, I'm going to take Thanksgiving dinner to these fools just so they think I'm cool or some shit,
Just be nice.
Yeah, just be nice. I'm like, yo, they've been on the road all week or whatever. So I go to Fed's house. I find out it's not Fed's house. It's his parents' house. But it was a very nice house. It was a nice house, but his parents were down also. I guess they like had done stuff like that before, like let artists stay at their house and stuff.
Oh no.
So
were they polite at least, or?
No, dude, they were so nice and humble, and like they smoked us out and we were chilling. These fools were like asking us if we could get them plugs, and then they would like our homies would pull up with an ounce and then they would just smoke it with us. And they were there for like 3 days, and it was really dope, bro. Like they were freestyling on my homies' beats. They were talking about music to us.
Damn, like
I
that.
I was talking to Ruby, who's the other half of Suicide Boys, and I was telling him how much I liked Kid Cudi at that point, and that fool just started shitting on Kid Cudi. He was like, "Man, I saw Kid Cudi at this festival Buku back at home, and he was ass. I would never go see him." And then he started talking to me about Outkast and showed me this song. How do you say it? Spotty Dopalicious, something like that.
Spotty Dovalicious at a Californication system. I don't even know how to say that, but I know what you're talking
It's
about.
a really dope song, and I was just high as fuck listening to it like at the first time ever with like a bunch of motherfuckers I really like listening to their music, and I was like, this is dope. It was a really cool experience with them, and every time I was with them, like any time after that, they were really nice and humble.
Were they just smoking weed at the time when they were there at the crib, or?
Yeah, everyone was just smoking weed, but
None of them were sprung out type shit.
That's the thing is like after the fact, like many years later, after listening like some of these dudes' interviews after the fact, I found out that Scrim, the main one, was like withdrawing from heroin that whole tour. So the second day they were in town, I didn't see that dude at all. He was like locked in the bedroom sleeping, but I was like, oh, now it makes sense that he was just fucking going through it the whole time on the road.
Just imagine just performing all just withdrawing with that, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, but also I feel like probably performing helped them through it because it's like some crazy adrenaline.
At the time that you brought out these the Suicide Boys, how old were they at the time? They're like really, they didn't really have nobody.
I think they were around 28. They were already like.
Oh, they were up there.
Yeah, because now they're almost like 40. So they were like around my age now, and I was just fucking 19 hanging around with these fools.
Damn. How was it like, bro? Like, was it, I mean, I've known that you like kicked it with them and smoked with them. Like, what was your favorite memory from, what did you get out of that, like, chilling with them?
Well.
Did you chill with them all 3 days when they were here?
I didn't chill with them as much the second day because I never liked being like the guy that would like hound these artists and stuff because I saw how people would treat them and I didn't want to be that dude. You know what I mean? Even though I kind of regret it now because I don't have a lot of photos with like any of these legendary ass guys from back then.
Yeah.
But also I didn't want to be the guy where I was like, yo, let's take a pic and be all annoying and shit. I just wanted to treat him like a person, you know?
Yeah. I feel you.
In my head, that was also the best way to like build a relationship with them is just treat them normal.
Damn, that's very smart. I feel like I do the same with when I meet like a big artist. I don't really like to ask for pictures, or I just feel like a nuisance. You know what I mean? Like another one. You know, even though they don't mind it, I know, but it's just I feel like I should treat people, you know, normal. They probably want to be treated normal.
Cool.
Yeah, like if I see them at a grocery store, I might be like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's crazy to hear about that. And now the Suicide Boys, I know who they are, but I don't listen to their music. Are they like a big name?
Dude, I honestly can't believe how big they are now. It's like surprising to me because like you don't hear their music on the radio. Their music's not on commercials. Their name isn't really marketable.
No.
But they're out here selling out arenas and selling out the Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater in Phoenix 2 nights in a row. And I'm just there like, how the fuck is this even happening?
Coachella.
Yeah, and Walter saw him at Coachella.
What? That's crazy, brother. But Lil Peep, I want to talk about Lil Peep, brother. When did you bring him out?
So that's why I brought up Suicide Boys, because on tour with them was this guy named Jay Green, and Jay Green was the founder of Schema Posse, which was this big internet collective of artists, producers, like visual artists, rappers, everything.
Yeah.
And Lil Peep was part of it, and so was Ghostman, another fucking legendary ass artist who, his new albums are crazy, bro. Like he meshes heavy metal with like rap so
Good.
crazy. Like it's like
seamless.
It's like new metal. You know what new metal is, right? Like Slipknot and Limp Bizkit. It's like that, but like it's done in such a unique way by him that I can't even like categorize it really. It's like his own sound.
I'll drop him in the link down, so anybody that want to listen to him.
But Jay Green hit me up it was probably like, so Suicide Boys was in November and Lil Peep was in February. So it was that's like 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months, yeah.
The first time Lil Peep was here in Tucson.
First time Lil Peep was anywhere, bro. He had never played a show anywhere.
Really?
Never.
Did you talk to Lil Peep himself?
I didn't know who he was. So Jay Green hit me up saying he wanted to throw a show for his collective Schema Posse. And I was just down for Jay Green. I was like, whatever, I'll have this full back out. You know, he's dope. And he was like, I'm bringing Lil Peep and Ghostman with me. And I was like, who are those? And he was like, you don't know who Lil Peep and Ghostman are? And I was like, no. And he was like, you better look them up. And I looked them up, and fucking Lil Peep's music was dope as shit. So was Ghostman's. And then I found out it was both their first shows. And I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. I wasn't really expecting, like, anyone but Jay Green, but, like, I'm down to have them. And then just the more I listened to them, every show I threw, bro, I was so stoked to, like, throw, you know what I mean? Because I was, like...
You're into that music.
I was a genuine fan of the music. And when I found those guys, it was just kind of crazy that it kind of just dropped in my lap, that show. You know what I mean? And it ended up being like the craziest show I've thrown.
Where was the show at?
At Gary's place.
Shout out to Cord. Damn, Cord was...
And mind you, all these shows were like $10. I was only charging like $10 to get in.
And so you met Lil Peep, right?
Yeah.
You got to meet him, and so you saw when he performed.
Yeah.
At Gary's place.
Me and my homies picked these fools up from the airport and dropped them off at Fed's house again.
Shout out Fez, dog, for real.
Because Fez was down to let him stay at his crib, but this time he had his own apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Lil Peep, the first time that he came to play, you weren't really in contact with Lil Peep. You were in contact with
Jay Green, the head of the collective, and I got Lil Peep's number like the day of when I had to go pick him up from the airport. You know. Okay. What I mean?
How was that like, bro? What did you pick him up in? Don't tell me that little beat up Honda, bro. Was it a beat up Honda?
Yeah, I don't know. It was my homie Sunshine's car, so I don't remember what type of car he had, but it was a little beat up something.
You picked him up. How was he like, bro? What did he like? What kind of hair did he have?
He had like this little pink washed out hair.
Yeah.
He was young as fuck.
How old is he?
I think he was like 16 or 17, bro.
Damn, that's super young.
Yeah, and we were like 19, 20 barely. We picked him up, and he was super excited for the show.
What was he wearing? You remember?
Just like a normal-ass shirt, some Vans. I remember his Vans because they were bright blue. Okay. And I was like, that's him.
Sure.
When we pulled up to the airport, I was like, that's him, because he was
tattoos
just
and shit.
No tattoos.
He had no tattoos.
He wasn't famous yet, bro. So he had no tattoos, no face tattoos.
Did he have his nails painted?
No, nothing.
What?
Just broke kid from New York flying into Tucson for his first show.
Sick, bro. That's tight as fuck. Was it like, what did he tell you when he made you? Like, what's up?
He like sat in the car and he was super stoked because he was showing us a photo of his girlfriend with this other rapper called Slug Christ. Slug Christ was in Awful Records. Shout out to Father and Awful Records. Like, that's the whole reason we have Playboy Cardi nowadays. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Playboy Cardi was in that collective. And he was just like, he was stoked because he said his girlfriend had met Slug Christ and that he knew about his music. And he showed us a photo, and that's like pretty much all we talked about. And then we went to Fed's crib. And this fool Lil Peep asked me if we party like that out here. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, do you guys pop pills and shit? And I was like, I mean, I don't, but I know my homie Feds can hook you up. And then their show was like the day after, so like I kind of just let them chill there for a while. Didn't really kick it with them. I didn't see them until the show the next day, but the show was insane, bro. Cause like we were in the room when like a lot of songs that are fucking multiple times platinum now were performed live for the first time ever, and you could feel that energy in the room. It was crazy. Like
you have any video of it or any footage?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Oh shit!
There's like a very shitty recap. Well, it's not shitty. I don't want to say that because this girl shot it for free and she was very nice.
Shout out you. You know who you are. You know who you are. Brea.
I think she lives in Colorado now.
Well, shout out Brea from Colorado.
She shot a couple recaps for me and they were like cool, you know what I mean? But like thinking about it now, I wish I would have invested in like some legit shit.
But who would have known?
Not me at the time. I wouldn't have known. Even now, I'll second guess getting someone to shoot an actual recap. I'm like,
Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. But that's crazy, bro. And so they did the show. Did you drive them back to the airport?
I didn't pay for none of their flights.
Really?
I didn't pay for anything for this first Lil Peep show, bro. Like, they flew themselves out. Him and Ghostman and Jay Green. They all drove out here. They all paid for, like, their own travel, their own stay, their own food. We just split the money at the end of the show.
Really?
I think
share?
We made, like, $200. I made $200, and then they got, like, $800, and that was split, like, 5 ways because there was other artists, so I don't even know how it went. But I remember at the end of the show, they were all stoked that they were getting paid. They were like, we're getting paid? And I was
no
like,
way.
Yeah. I was like, yup.
That's sick, bro. That's like my heart is like kind of racing. I don't really know who Lil Peep was at the time because I was in California. But goddamn, like that's intense because I know it's, you know. So you brought him out the first time, the first show here ever, Tucson, Gary's Place, packed out. It looked like a pretty sick show. I seen the videos of it. So he made it back to Tucson, right? You got in contact with him. You got to exchange numbers.
My homie Steezy, shout out to Steezy.
What happened?
He moved to LA for probably like a year and a half or something like that, and he lived with Lil Peep. My homie Steezy literally lived with so many SoundCloud legends for like a whole year, and like I can't even believe what he was doing out there. I feel like this fool's just fucking losing his mind out there, living with all these fools. Because just like knowing their lifestyle, I'm like, how the hell was Steezy out here in the middle of all this shit? But like pretty much like that's how I kept the link between all them. And then I had a homie Jans who was in this group called Dot Cult, and they were like probably the biggest underground name out of Arizona at the time. And Jans ended up becoming Lil Peep's DJ and joining Goth Boy Clique and all that. And he was also another link I had with Peep the whole time because that was my homie. And now he's his DJ. And then Jans ended up booking Peep maybe like a year and a half after that at that same little venue where I had Chris Travis. Lil Peep had another show in Arizona. And then the next day I was working for 191 Tool and he was scheduled to be at 191 Tool the next day with Fat Nick and Smoke Perp. And yeah, I was just around that dude a lot. I got to be around Suicide Boys again too, because they came a year after their little ass show at Pike's venue Scratch Shack. They sold out the Rialto.
Oh. But the Lil Peep, when you brought him out again, right?
Yeah, that time at Tool.
Wait, how was it that you got Lil Peep to come back? That's what I want to know.
That was already way different because they had agents, so we were going through like, it was my job because I ended up getting hired from doing all this stuff. I got hired by the Rialto. My homie Dan hired me. He saw like I was doing a lot of stuff. He saw me backstage at my Suicide Boys show at the Rialto, and he was like, why are you back here? Like type shit, you know what I mean? Because he was working there, and he was like, why are you back here? And I told him everything, and he was like, oh.
Okay.
No, he like instantly offered me an internship, like backstage
shit.
Right there. He was like, "Yo, if you want to come like work for us, like, I want to talk to you this week. And within that week, I was an intern. And then maybe 6 months after that, he actually gave me a job at the Rialto for marketing and
And that's how you got tapped in to talk to his agents, because when you're bringing out Lil Peep at the time, he had agents now. He was famous.
Yeah, and at that point, it wasn't like no direct contact with him at all. It was just all agencies.
Okay, but for Lil Peep when he was younger, did you? Because he was 16 at the time. Did you have to talk to like his parents or something, or to come out?
I probably should have, like, if on some responsible shit. If I was like a legit ass promoter, I probably would have done that. But to me, I was just like, oh, I'm bringing a homie,
This little boy. Oh, okay.
So I wasn't thinking of him as a little boy. I was just like, oh, this little Xanax fool.
Man, so the second time he came out, it was through a booking agency. So you had no contact with him. You never saw him the second time.
I saw him backstage, said what's up, but that was it. Like, I didn't.
He was too
under the influence.
Okay.
Every time I saw him after that, he was pretty fucked up.
Really?
Not like in a crazy, like, oh, look at this.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean? But you could tell he was like high or something, fucked up.
He was just on another universe.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro. And I'm guessing the second time he came around, he never. What happened? I don't know the story very much.
You mean the last time he was here? I don't think people realize how many times he was here.
I don't know how many times he was here.
He was here 4 times.
4 times.
4 times. Twice on other people's tours. So one time it was with Fat Nick and Smoke Perp.
Okay.
And then that last time was probably about to be his. I think the last tour he was on was like the last tour he was gonna do, where he was gonna be playing small venues. Which is, it really sucks the timing that when he passed away, when it happened, because it really felt like he was on that cusp of like breaking it mainstream. And I feel like his death did lead to him breaking super mainstream.
It wasn't the cause of him going mainstream, but he was already going in that direction.
He was about to like drop something that was gonna make him blow up, bro. Like, I feel like if he would have stayed alive, he would have dropped a crazy ass song that would have just been like the #1 song in the world. And
so the last booking that he did, what show was that?
That was November 17th, 2017 at The Rock.
At The Rock. Did you have anything to do with that one?
I was just helping Ryan promote it. At that point, that was like, when Ryan gets his hand on shows to me, bro, that's when they're already like big, because Ryan got that bread to book good shit, you know what I mean? And all the venues fuck with Ryan, so like, he can throw a real dope show.
Sick, bro. And then did he make it on stage that night, or?
Nope. It was weird. I feel like it was weird because I feel like me and my homies jinxed it, because we were like kind of joking about something happening right before the show.
You could feel it in the air, or? How was it? What were you doing? Like, were you at the show when this happened, or what? How did you get the info?
Our homie Steezy was hanging out with him because he was his roommate forever. So they were hanging out during the day, and Steezy told us that he hadn't been with him all day. Like, he saw him for a little, and then that he didn't see him the rest of the time. And I was like, that's weird. Steezy's just hanging out with all these dudes that he barely knows, and his roommate that he's there for is like not there. And we were just like, it was just kind of weird. Like, you could feel something weird was going to happen. And then, like, we were at the show, and I remember all the lights just came on. And the security, it was so weird how they kicked people out of the venue, bro. Because the security was just like, get the fuck out. Everyone get the fuck out. Like, if there was a fire or something. And you walk out, and you know how the Rock's set up where the tour bus parks right in front of the venue?
Yeah.
You walk out, and you see all this fool's homies just crying. Like uncontrollably sobbing, and you're just like,
something's up.
That shit ain't good, you know? Literally, like, you just saw the dude that was just on stage fucking sobbing, and you're like, something's wrong. Literally, probably an hour later, it's all over Twitter, all over everywhere. Lil Peep's dead, this and that. Ryan called me, and he was like, you know he's dead, right? And I was like, damn, well, kind of figured, but now that you're telling me, I do know he's dead. And yeah, the rest is kind of history, bro. His management, The Hive, who his mom ended up suing because they said that his management was enabling his bad habits, which is I guess like I can see why the mom says that, but also like if you're managing someone like that and they want you to get things for them, it's kind of hard not to get them. You know what I mean?
That's
Because
their
like
shit.
that's what they want, and then also like if it's not you, it's gonna be someone random, and then shit like that can happen. And I think that's what ended up happening on the bus that day. It was like a random fan that gave him stuff.
Fucking rest in peace, Lil Peep, man. I haven't listened to his music, but I'm definitely gonna go and listen to what he's got. And I don't like listening to music like because sometimes I find I don't know if you know have you heard that 6 O'clock Baby? What's the name? 6 O'clock Baby. I found him on YouTube, bro, and I fell in love with his music, bro. He's like he's an artist and sick ass artist, and I found out that he killed himself.
6
And-
Lock Baby.
Six Block Baby. Yeah, I forgot the. Yeah.
I think I've seen that name before. It's like spelled just how you said it.
Yeah, the 6.
Yeah.
Like it's a shame that these like artists that I love, you know, growing up at Tentacion, another one, just passed away so soon. You know, it's crazy. I wish I could have seen them grow and become an artist that they were supposed to be. You know, with all their great music that, you know, I listen to. You know, Tentacion, I love that fool, and it just sucks that I never got to. I mean, I never listened to it, but now that I have to listen to it, I know he's gone.
Yeah, the crazy thing about him is I don't even think he ever even went on a full tour.
It didn't seem like it. It seemed like a short career.
Because I think the one time he did go on tour, you remember when he got knocked out all crazy?
Nah, I don't.
It was in San Diego, too. Rob Stone and his crew knocked him out because he was, like, talking shit about them on Twitter or something like that.
Crazy, bro.
You know Rob Stone, Chill Bill?
Yeah. It's nuts, man. But yeah, man, coming into this, you've done a lot for the music community, bro. Do you ever feel scared of this path that you chose, bro? Because you could have been something else, but you chose music, bro, and that's how you live.
I don't even know, bro.
Huh?
I don't know if I ever been scared. It's just like, now I'm just like a full-time DJ, which is a lot of fun, but I kind of became a DJ out of necessity, you know what I mean? That first Suicide Boys show, I DJ'd for them at that show.
Out of necessity.
Because my homie Eric, or MZ132, he was producing a lot of music for Chris Travis, and my homie Eric's got songs with millions of streams on them. Don't fuck with my homie Eric.
Touch him. Don't touch him.
But I was trying to make him my DJ. I was like, oh, I'll be running door, and my homie Eric, who's already a producer, he'll be the DJ. It makes fucking sense, you know what I mean? But I don't know, Eric just like never wanted to do it for real. And then at that show, they gave him the USB, and he told me that the USB wasn't reading on his computer. So here I bust out my mom's laptop that I was running the ticket booth with. And I had virtual DJ on it because I was already like fucking with it. Because I always liked thinking about being a DJ, but I didn't want to be one, you know what I mean? And yeah, I ended up having a DJ because my homie Eric's laptop didn't work. And after that, I was just like DJing all the shows because I was like, what's the point of having anyone else do it?
Yeah, because you know how to do it already.
Yeah.
Sick, bro. And that's how you came to be a DJ?
Yeah, mainly because I was too cheap to want to book a DJ.
There you go. If you don't have money and you're cheap, just do it your fucking self, dog.
Fuck DJs, just be one.
Yeah, bro, just do it your motherfucking self, cuz. Oh, man.
Fuck Walter.
Yeah, fuck that. Hey, dog. So you've done a lot for the hip hop community here in Tucson, bro. It seems like, bro. I feel like you're the one that I feel like you're a pioneer, bro. And I want to thank you for that because I'm a hip hop head. I make music, hip hop, you know, heavily. I want to tell you, bro, what can the hip hop community do for you now that you've done so much for it? You know what I mean? Undercover, underground.
Honestly, dude, I've never liked the Tucson hip hop community at all.
Like that.
Like that.
What can I do for you as me being?
I mean, I love you, Tarzan.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, as far as like the whole scene as a whole, like, it's always felt so, like, it's trying to be something else instead of being its own thing. You know what I mean? And that's always bothered me. And I think that's why I was never like fully into the whole scene here. Because I just like, I never found anyone I really like loved who was making music besides the homie Suey. Suey was making some shit back in the day.
He's
bro.
still making shit, bro.
Yeah, this motherfucker don't drop any of it. And that
Hey,
pisses
drop
me
that
off.
shit, fool. Dude, you're so fucking good. If you know Suey, dude.
Bro,
oh my
Suey
God.
should literally be signed to like Stone's Throw or something. Suey should be like,
He's good.
this fool should be playing at little shows in every city. Like he was that good to me, and then he just stopped. But it's okay, life gets
He didn't
in the
stop.
way. He stopped outputting
Yep.
it to the world.
I know. I kick it with Suey. He shows me like he's got something cooking. So, but that's crazy, man. I just want to thank you, bro, for sharing all your stories. I don't know if these stories have ever been told before or not, but I just want to thank you for the stories, man. I fucking great all you've done for the community. I was unaware of what you have done here, but now I am aware, and I'm gonna give you the flowers, dude. Dude, you're one of the greatest. Shout out to you, Phenomenon, too, for always believing in this fool, giving him the shot. Anybody that's giving this fool a shot, shout out to you, because
Matt B, Dan, everyone at Congress.
shout out all of you. You
But
guys.
mainly Matt B and Dan. Without them fools, I wouldn't be shit.
And fuck Walters, right?
And fuck with
Walters and shit, this fool. I heard that you guys used to book each other at different, can I talk about that?
Yeah.
I heard that you guys used to book at each other's spots. You guys seemed like you guys were popping. Is that true?
We would swap gigs when it was the Opti Club.
I mean, I feel like we would just always just, I don't know, like when we first started, all the other DJs were older and like not really willing to give people opportunities. So I feel like when me and this fool would get opportunities, we would just
Take it.
share them.
Oh, okay, I feel it.
Share them, not take it. Share
Thank
'em.
you for that shit, dude. Fuck yeah. You and Walters, I seen you and Walters grow up as DJs in the community.
Yeah,
So
now we're the unks, bro.
you guys are the you guys be putting people on for sure. That's tight.
This fool for sure.
For sure.
This
Yeah.
man for sure.
Yeah.
Me,
We
maybe.
we working. We working. But yeah, man, let's play a little bit of blackjack, and I just want to thank you, bro, for coming along and vibing out here with me on my live. You know, it's not easy being on live and sharing like stories that you have. 17, Jack,
Stay.
7, Stay. 20, he lose.
Adam said to go all in, bro. I don't know.
You want to go all in?
Adam?
Adam, ill Adam.
Yeah, Adam said to go all
You
in.
don't want to know what I have to say about that.
So we got one more bet here. What do you guys say about Adam? Shout out to you, Adam. Shout out A House.
Nothing. I just went to his crib the other night and we played darts. It was a sick ass after party.
Sick ass. Yeah, I heard a fucking he been having some sick ass after parties. So
All in, I'm
Shout out to
gonna
Adam.
go like that.
all right, last hand here. So let's see if you're gonna stack him. See if he's gonna win a big prize or not. Ready? He's got a queen, 16. It's not looking very good. Chat, you want to help him out? Adam, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah, what are we gonna do, Adam? He's got a 16. Queen of diamonds, a 6 of diamonds. I'm showing a 3 of clubs. What are we doing, Adam?
Adam, hurry.
Yeah, Adam,
He
hurry.
said little food question mark. Huh? He said little food in the chat.
Little
But
food.
he's gonna answer.
Yeah, he's asked. It takes a little bit.
He said, let's see.
I'm gonna wait for Adam right here.
Yeah, little fool.
What's up with little food? That's crazy. But he said hit.
No.
Just kidding.
Goose said hit. Adam said stay, my boy.
Stay. What do you want to do? You want to listen to Adam? What we doing?
I'm gonna play it like I do on GTA.
You gonna play like you play on
We're
GTA?
gonna double down.
Wow! Unheard of here. Double down. If he gets to 5, I'm gonna scream. 26! God damn it! And that's a wrap, guys. I'm Taji Taj, Jungle Casino. I got my boy Posy. Check him out on fucking the weekends. You got something you want to tell him? What you got going on?
Come to Congress on Saturdays. Come to Cobra on Fridays and Sundays. And yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. We'll tune in in 2 weeks, alright? I got y'all. Yeah, jungle.